Hello, Karina here, your local realtor. In this video, I will explain as simple as possible the selling process. The first step of the selling process is meet the owner and the agent at the property to be sold. The intention is to get to know physically the property, what repairs have been done in order to list it at a better price. Also, I will come prepared with a comparable market analysis. This is prepared with the same principles than an appraisal. I will present you the listing price point suggested, and remember, the better the property is listed, the more action we'll have and the better results. Continuing with the selling process comes the listing. For that, we need to have the property ready. And I will guide you how to prepare the property for professional pictures. It might need to be decluttered, deep cleaned, and how the day of the pictures the house needs to be. The next step will be receiving offers after showings. In this step, we have already agreed, the agent and the owner seller, how you want to receive or be presented these offers. As soon as they are received, or once a week, or whatever date. And that information will also be shared with the buyer's agent. With every single offer that is presented to you will come with a net sheet. And this net sheet will be showing you your net proceeds in case you accept that offer. Once you accept an offer, we enter in contract and the selling process continues. When we open escrow, once the offer is accepted, escrow is opened at title. Title will order the preliminary title report, which will show if there's any unpaid, whatever it is, taxes, if there's a lien in the property, and that is in order to transfer a clean and clear title to the new owner. If there's any missing payment or pending payments, will be deducted from the seller proceeds before closing. During the transaction, there are three crucial escapatory clauses that we have to be focused on, which are the due diligence, the loan contingency, and the appraisal contingency. During the due diligence period, the buyer has to wire to the escrow account the earnest money deposit and has to have the inspection done. Will receive an inspection report, will request repair if that is the case. If we negotiate, we'll move forward. The second escapatory clause is the loan contingency. During the loan contingency, the buyer has to be fully approved. Also, the loan officer will order and receive the appraisal so we can move forward with the transaction negotiation if needed. The third escapatory clause is the appraisal contingency. The buyer will receive a written report, which is a real market value from a licensed appraiser. If the appraisal comes under value, we'll share it with the selling side so we can negotiate the gap. If the appraisal comes at least price, the price that we negotiated, or above, we're good, we move forward. Now, if the appraisal comes with conditions, the conditions must be honored by the seller. That is non-negotiable, or we cannot move forward with the transaction. Also, you have to keep in mind that an FHA or a VA appraisal, the value will remain in the property for 6 months in case we don't negotiate the gap and we don't move forward with the transaction. And we are almost at the end of the transaction. Here comes the final walkthrough. If repairs were negotiated, the seller will have to have them ready by the time of the final walkthrough. The property needs to remain in the same condition than when the offer was accepted. We're almost there at the end of the transaction. Now comes the signing. Before you sign, you're going to receive a settlement statement. In this settlement statement will be detailed a breakdown of every single charge and credit, and of course, your final proceeds. Now you, the seller, go to title and sign. Then the next day, the buyer will go and sign. Then when title has all the seller signature complete, the buyer signature complete, and the funds, will send the transaction documents to be recorded to the Clark County. By this time, the property needs to be vacant. Once it's recorded, the agents will receive notification and the keys can be released to the new owner. No later than 3 business days, you will receive your proceeds. And we closed!